When people tell me they're wanting to move to Scottsdale, the first question I ask is which Scottsdale? Because living near Old Town and South Scottsdale is a completely different experience from living in McCormick Ranch or Gainey Ranch, and both of those are completely different from living near DC Ranch, Troon, or Desert Mountain. Scottsdale stretches about 31 miles north to south and covers more than 184 square miles. And in the southern part of the city, you can live near restaurants, nightlife, and some of the most walkable areas in Arizona. And in Central Scottsdale, you'll find mature landscaping, golf courses, lakes, and established neighborhoods. And in North Scottsdale, you can wake up to mountain views, desert trails, and some of the most luxurious communities in the state. So in this video, I'm breaking down everything you need to know about moving to Scottsdale in 2026, including housing prices, lifestyle, traffic, schools, the summer heat, and most importantly, the differences between South, Central, and North Scottsdale. By the end of this video, you should have a much better idea of which part of Scottsdale actually fits the way you want to live. My name is Cody Valentine. I'm a local Arizona native and local realtor. My wife Dakota and I, we help people relocate throughout the Phoenix metro area every single day. With me being a native and Dakota relocating here from Tennessee, we understand both sides of the relocation process, the perspective of someone who grew up here and the perspective of someone trying to figure out Arizona for the first time. And if you're thinking about moving to Scottsdale, whether that's next week or years from now, our contact information is below. You can call, text, or email us, and we'll help you put together a personalized plan for your move. Now, let's start with the biggest mistake people make when researching Scottsdale. When people first start thinking about moving to Arizona, Scottsdale is usually on the top of the list. It's probably the most known city in Arizona. And you'll probably see videos of Old Town, luxury resorts, golf courses, Camelback Mountain, and massive desert estates. Those are all accurate representations of Scottsdale, but they're not all located in the same part of Scottsdale. The city doesn't have official boundaries separating South Scottsdale, Central Scottsdale, and North Scottsdale, so that exact definition will vary depending on whom you ask. For this video, I'm going to use the way most locals generally describe the city. So South Scottsdale will include areas near Tempe border, Papago Park, and Old Town. Central Scottsdale will include areas around McCormick Ranch, Gainey Ranch, Scottsdale Ranch, the Shea Corridor, and the Cactus Corridor. And then North Scottsdale will generally include neighborhoods north of the Loop 101 like Greyhawk and DC Ranch, extending into Pinnacle Peak, Troon, Troon North, and Desert Mountain. These boundaries overlap a little, but that will give you a good framework for understanding the three completely different lifestyles. Right now in 2026, Scottsdale's median sale price across all property types was approximately $954,000, with homes generally taking around 2 months to sell. But that citywide number can be misleading because price can change dramatically depending on the location, property type, condition, and community. That is why you don't want to choose Scottsdale based only on a citywide average. You need to choose the lifestyle first, the neighborhood second, and then the individual home third. Now let's begin with South Scottsdale. For this video, I'm describing South Scottsdale as the area beginning near the Tempe border and continuing through north of Old Town and approximately Chaparral Road. This includes portions of 85257 and 85251, neighborhoods around the Papago Park, the southern portion of the Indian Bend Wash Greenbelt, and everything around downtown and Old Town Scottsdale. The easiest way to describe South Scottsdale is that it feels more younger, more active, and more urban than the rest of the city. This is where you'll find many of Scottsdale's most popular restaurants, coffee shops, bars, art galleries, and entertainment destinations. Old Town alone contains several walkable districts, including its historic area, arts district, shopping areas, and entertainment district. You're also close to Scottsdale Fashion Square, Scottsdale Stadium, the Scottsdale Waterfront, Papago Park, Tempe, Arizona State University, Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. And if your version of Arizona lifestyle involves walking to dinner, riding a bike along the Greenbelt, meeting friends in Old Town, or being closer to downtown Phoenix in the airport, South Scottsdale will probably be the first area you want to explore. South Scottsdale has a wide range of housing. You'll find condos and townhomes near Old Town, older patio homes, mid-century properties, and ranch-style houses that were commonly built between 1950s and 1970s. Some homes still have their original layouts and finishes. Others have been completely remodeled, expanded, or rebuilt into multi-million-dollar properties. Now that variation creates opportunities, but it also means that two houses located one street apart can have a completely different value. In 85251, which includes Old Town and surrounding neighborhoods, the median sale price across all housing types is currently approximately $572,000. That number includes condos, townhomes, and detached homes, so a remodeled single-family house can cost substantially more. Biggest advantage of South Scottsdale is location. You're closer to Old Town, Tempe, the airport, and many of the major employment and entertainment areas around the Central Valley. South Scottsdale also provides the city's more attainable entry points for price because the selection of condos, townhomes, and smaller, older homes. There's also more opportunities to find homes without the large master plan community HOA fees, although that varies by neighborhood. The trade-off is that South Scottsdale can feel busier. Properties near the entertainment areas may experience more traffic with events and visitors and short-term rentals. You also need to pay close attention to exactly what surrounds a property. One street may feel quiet and residential, while another may be close to apartments, nightlife, or a major road. Because many homes are older, buyers also need to investigate the age and condition of the plumbing, electrical systems, sewer lines, roof, windows, and air conditioning equipment. South Scottsdale is usually best for someone who prioritizes convenience, activity, and location over having a larger, newer home in a quiet, gated community. Central Scottsdale is what I would describe as the most balanced Scottsdale experience. This area generally includes neighborhoods such as McCormick Ranch, Gainey Ranch, Scottsdale Ranch, and communities around Shea Boulevard, Cactus Road, and portions of the Loop 101. You're still close enough to reach Old Town relatively easily, and you're also closer to the shopping and employment and entertainment areas in North Scottsdale. The lifestyle here feels more residential and established than, say, South Scottsdale, and you'll see more mature trees, greenbelts, lakes, golf courses, and larger residential neighborhoods. McCormick Ranch especially is well known for its paths, mature landscaping, and access to the Indian Bend Wash Greenbelt. Central Scottsdale is popular with buyers who want restaurants and amenities nearby, but don't necessarily want to live in the middle of Old Town or drive all the way into the farther northern part of Scottsdale. Central Scottsdale offers almost every type of property. You can find condos, patio homes, townhouses, single-family homes, guard-gated communities, golf course properties, and luxury estates. Many of the neighborhoods were developed between the 1970s and the 1990s, so that means the area feels established, but the condition of the homes can vary considerably. Some properties have gone through complete modern renovations, and others may still have original plumbing, older roofs, dated layouts, or older air conditioning systems. The 85258 zip code, which includes much of McCormick Ranch and Central Scottsdale, has a median sales price of approximately $960,000 across all property types currently. But again, you could see a smaller condo price far below that number and a fully renovated golf course home price well above it. The biggest advantage is convenience without feeling as urban as Old Town. Depending on the neighborhood, you can be close to the Loop 101, Scottsdale Road, Shea Boulevard, shopping, restaurants, golf courses, medical facilities. Central Scottsdale has more mature landscaping than many of the North Scottsdale communities. So if you picture tree-lined streets, greenbelts, and established neighborhoods rather than raw desert, this section of the city will probably appeal to you. The first consideration is the age of the homes. A property may look beautiful on the surface, but still have aging plumbing, roof underlayment issues, electrical components, or mechanical systems that are older. The quality of the renovation matters just as much of whether the home was renovated or not. The second consideration is HOA. Many Central Scottsdale communities have HOAs, and the cost and rules can vary substantially. Condos, guard-gated communities, and golf course communities may have multiple fees, so you need to understand exactly what is included before submitting an offer. You should also investigate proximity to the Scottsdale Airport and Air Park. The Scottsdale Airport is located approximately 9 miles north of downtown Scottsdale, so flight activity can be noticeable in some surrounding neighborhoods. And Central Scottsdale is typically best for someone who wants a more established neighborhood, central location, access to both Old Town and North Scottsdale. And if you're watching this and aren't sure which communities fit your price range, reach out to us. We can create a personalized Scottsdale map and home search based off your budget, preferred home style, and the places you need to reach regularly. Now let's move into North Scottsdale. North Scottsdale generally begins around the Loop 101, although some people consider areas closer to Shea Boulevard, parts of North Scottsdale as well. This section includes communities such as Greyhawk, DC Ranch, Silverleaf, McDowell Mountain Ranch, Troon, Troon North, Pinnacle Peak, and Desert Mountain. Now the experience here is more spacious, scenic, and desert focused. You'll find larger master plan communities, gated communities, private golf clubs, custom homes and properties with views of the McDowell Mountains, Pinnacle Peak, and surrounding Sonoran Desert. North Scottsdale also provides the easiest access to the McDowell Sonoran Preserve, which encompasses more than 30,500 acres and over 230 miles of shared use trails. So if hiking, mountain biking, golf, privacy, desert views, or gated community living are important to you, North Scottsdale will likely be high on your list. North Scottsdale has the largest range of luxury housing. There are condos and smaller lock and leave type properties, but you'll also find newer production homes, golf villas, large single-story houses, and multi-million-dollar custom estates. The 85255 zip code, which covers communities including portions of DC Ranch, Greyhawk, Silverleaf, Pinnacle Peak, has a median sales price of approximately $1.5 million across all property types right now. That does not mean that every single home costs $1.5 million. There are condos, townhomes priced considerably lower, but custom homes in communities like Silverleaf, Troon, Desert Mountain can reach well into the multi-million-dollar range. The scenery is the biggest advantage. The farther north you travel, the more community begins to blend into the natural desert. You'll see mountain views, rock formations, saguaros, natural washes, and more open space. Many communities offer amenities such as gated entrances, community pools, fitness facilities, trails, tennis, pickleball, and private golf clubs. North Scottsdale generally has more newer construction than South or Central Scottsdale, although there are established sections as well. The most obvious trade-off is distance. Depending on how far north you live, a trip to Old Town, downtown Phoenix, or Sky Harbor can take considerably longer. Most of North Scottsdale is car dependent. You may have some restaurants or community amenities nearby, but you generally won't be walking anywhere like you might in Old Town. You also need to understand the costs associated with certain communities. An HOA fee does not automatically include access to the private golf club. Golf, social, and country club memberships may have separate initiation fees, monthly dues, and obviously waiting lists. Properties near natural washes or desert areas also require extra due diligence. Buyers should review flood zone information, draining easements, and the way that storm waters crosses your property. You may also encounter wildlife. There's more natural desert landscaping, and in some areas, private roads or septic systems. North Scottsdale is usually best for someone who values scenery, privacy, outdoor recreation, golf, or luxury community amenities, and doesn't mind driving farther to parts of the valley. Here's something that surprises many people about moving here. A Scottsdale mailing address does not always mean the property is located inside the city of Scottsdale. The best known example is the zip code 85254. Many homes in this area have a Scottsdale postal address, but are actually located within Phoenix and may use Phoenix Municipal Services and Paradise Valley Unified School District boundaries. That does not make the area better or worse. It simply means that you need to verify the actual city jurisdiction, school district, utilities, taxes, and emergency services for the individual property instead of relying on the mailing address. This is one of the reasons working with someone who understands the local map matters. Now, Old Town does have walkable pockets, but Scottsdale as a whole is primarily designed around driving. For most residents, owning a vehicle is still the most practical option. So before buying, map the actual drive from the house to the office, to school, airport, gym, or other places you visit regularly. A home may look close on the map, but traffic on Scottsdale Road, Shea Boulevard, or the Loop 101 can change the experience, especially during major events and obviously our winter season when visitors are here. Scottsdale Unified School District serves many Scottsdale neighborhoods and includes several different high school learning communities. However, not every home with a Scottsdale address is inside Scottsdale Unified. School assignments can change by street, so buyers should verify the current district and individual school boundaries directly rather than relying on an online listing or general neighborhood description. As realtors, we can provide the available boundary information, but buyers should always confirm school assignments directly with the appropriate school district. To simply break down Scottsdale, choose South Scottsdale if you want to be closer to Old Town, the airport, Tempe, restaurants, nightlife, and a more active urban lifestyle. You're comfortable with older homes, smaller lots, or condo living in exchange for location and convenience. Choose Central Scottsdale if you want the most balanced location. You prefer mature landscaping, established neighborhoods, green belts, and golf courses while maintaining a reasonable access to both Old Town and North Scottsdale. Choose North Scottsdale if you prioritize desert scenery, mountain views, gated communities, outdoor recreation, private golf, or larger luxury properties, and you are comfortable being more dependent on a car. There's no single part of Scottsdale that is automatically the best. The right choice depends on where you work, the type of home you want, and how much maintenance you're comfortable with, and what you want your daily life to look like. That is the real key to relocating here. Don't just buy the nicest house you can find. Make sure you are buying it in the part of Scottsdale that fits your lifestyle. So if you're thinking about moving to Scottsdale or anywhere else in the Phoenix metro area, my wife Dakota and I would love to help. Whether you're moving in 30 days or you're still a year away, call us, text us, or fill out the relocation form linked in the description. We can help you compare communities, build a personalized home search, tour properties in person or virtually, and put together a step-by-step plan for your move. Also, comment Scottsdale below if you'd like to see a list of available homes in Scottsdale, and make sure you're subscribed because we post new videos about living in Arizona, local neighborhoods, and everything you need to know before moving to the Phoenix area. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.